and wisdom. We've woven our narrative around the legendary journey of Avatar Kiet and his companions as they navigate the challenges of a world torn apart by conflict and imbalance stirred up by the evil Fire Lord. Through our performances and presentations, we pay homage to the timeless wisdom passed down through generations, celebrating the beauty and diversity of our shared cultural heritage.
Additionally, we are honored to present captivating performances by Brown Lion Dance and the graceful Moli East Asian Dance.
Before we delve into the realms of bending and spirituality, we must offer a gentle reminder. This show may contain themes of war and violence. We appreciate your understanding and ask that you embrace the journey with an open heart.
In the spirit of safety and harmony, we have a few important announcements to make. Should the need arise, please remain calm and follow the guidance of our staff in the event of an emergency. Familiarize yourself with the nearest exits and refrain from blocking aisles and doorways during the performance.
Smoking is prohibited within university buildings, and we kindly request that all electronic devices be silenced to maintain the immersive atmosphere.
Before we begin, we'd also like to shine a light on the diverse language course offerings available here at Brown, including the opportunity to learn Vietnamese taught by Professor Trang Tran. Some of us have taken various levels of her courses, and it is a very welcoming environment for everyone to explore the Vietnamese language and culture.
Thank you all so much for coming. Without further ado, let us embark on this epic adventure together.
Sit back, relax, and prepare to be transported to a world of wonder and possibility.
Share tales about the old days, a time of peace when the Avatar kept a balance between the Water Tribes, Earth Kingdom, Fire Nation, and Air Nomads of Vietnam. The balance was shattered when the Fire Nation became hungry for power and released its relentless attack on the other nations. Only the Avatar can master all four elements and put a stop to the ruthless firebenders. According to the Vietnamese zodiac, the last Avatar was born into the year of the Dragon. His connection with the ancient water, earth, air, and fire spirits makes him the bridge between worlds. But when Vietnam needed him most, he vanished. 100 years have passed, and the Fire Nation is nearing victory in the war. 2 years ago, my father and the men of my tribe set forth to aid the Earth Kingdom in battle against the Fire Nation, leaving me and my brother to look after our tribe. Some believe that the cycle is broken and that the Avatar was never reborn into the Air Nomads. But I haven't lost hope. I believe that somehow the Avatar, born in the year of the Dragon, will return to save Vietnam.
Watch and learn, Thuy. This is how you catch a fish.
Nam! Look! I caught one!
Shh! You're gonna scare it away.
But look! I caught one! Hey!
Why is it that every time you play with water magic, I'm the one who has to suffer?
It's not magic. It's water bending and...
Yeah. It's an ancient art unique to your culture. Blah, blah, blah. Look, if I had weird powers, I'd keep my weirdness to myself.
You're calling me the weird one? I'm not the one who flexes at my reflection every time I see myself in the mirror. Wait, what was that? Watch out! Watch out! I told you.
You don't like my steering? Well, maybe you should have used your water bending powers to get us out of this mess.
Easy for you to say. Ever since Dad left to fight in the war, I've been doing all the work around the village while you've been playing soldier.
Whatever. What did we even crash into? Did this go to the next scene?
Are you satisfied with that sad excuse of a performance? That doesn't even count as a warm-up for me. I spent so much time training you guys, and this is how you repay me? What a waste of time. I can't believe you're my son.
Finn, I knew you were weak, but this is just embarrassing, even for you. I can't believe you're my brother.
Mark my words. The next time I return, I'll become the strongest firebender in the history of the Fire Nation. Mark my words.
You're ashamed of Fire Nation royalty. The only way you could possibly redeem yourself is if you capture the Avatar.
Father, the Avatar hasn't been spotted for over a century. You know that's an impossible ask, even for you.
That's my point. Son, you need to learn to think before you speak. Don't come back until the Avatar's captured.
Watch. The next time I'm back, I'll be here with the Avatar by my side. I'll become a national hero.
See you never.
Don't you think you're a bit harsh, Quinn?
You might not see Vin for years, you know.
And how exactly does that concern me? Why would I want to be surrounded by weaklings like my brother anyway?
You might not like him, but he's still your family.
How could siblings even act like this towards each other? All me and my 6 sisters get along perfectly.
You're septuplets, though.
Still, what are we gonna do about Vin?
Guys, you're asking all of this as if we can even do anything about it. You both should know. Once my father makes up his mind, there's nothing we can do about it.
You're not even gonna try?
I'm going back to practice. Something you two wouldn't understand. All this has shown me is that I need to be ready for the moment I inherit the throne.
She's changed, don't you think? She should enjoy the present from time to time.
Yeah, I smell trouble coming.
At long last. It's been 2 long years. You know, it means that my search has finally come to an end.
Gone. Can you just let me finish my game about Gua?
We don't have time for this.
Gone. I don't want you to get excited over nothing. Come, sit. Have a cup of Jasan with me.
I don't need any tea right now. What I need is to capture the Avatar.
What you need is some rest. A man needs his sleep. And besides, even if we do know that the Avatar is alive, we won't be able to find him. Your ba, Noi, and Uncle all searched for him and failed.
Well, that's because their honor didn't depend on the Avatar's capture. Mine does. This coward's 100 years of hiding are finally over. And that beam of light was powerful. Head for the source of that light.
What's going on here?
You tell us. How long have you been in that barrel for?
I don't remember. Do you guys live around here?
Don't answer that. He could be a spy for the Fire Nation.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure he's a spy. You can tell by the evil look in his eyes. What's your name, anyways?
Oh, I'm, Two! I'm Kid.
That was the strongest sneeze I've ever heard. Your lungs must be insane.
Those clothes! You're an airbender!
Sure am. You must be. You are.
Hey, I'm...
No need to worry about my lame sister Tui. I'm Nam. Oh my god, you're an airbender? I've never met one before. I've heard you shoot air rockets out of your nose, and you chill around with flying lemurs.
Yeah, about that.
Hey, since you're an airbender and all, is there any chance you know what happened to the Avatar?
No. I mean, I knew people that knew him. I didn't. Sorry.
It's okay. I was just curious. You know, we're about to head to the village soon. You should try to get some rest and remember what happened.
Whatever you say. Good night, my lady. Good night, Nam.
Are you sure about this, Tui? We just met him.
Well, what else are we gonna do? We can't just leave him here. He doesn't have a home. And besides, maybe someone at the village will know how to help.
Trời gần sáng em biết ta tỉnh giấc nhưng chưa nói một câu gì. Anh ôm chặt lấy em để từng nghĩ suy dần trôi đi. Mỗi khi anh nhìn em, ánh mắt ấy đưa em vào sâu trong căn phòng nơi không ai biết đến, chỉ riêng em và anh. Khẽ kêu tên của em vì em muốn giấc mơ này, ngày phút giây này kéo dài mãi. Những đêm dài rồi những tháng ngày, thời gian ngừng lại từng ngày anh đến bên em đã luôn tìm từng cảm giác yên bình để đến lúc này chợt nhận ra that it's you. Dưới mặt nước đang chờ để anh. Just take me where you
entire village. Entire village? This is Kiet.
Why are they all looking at me like that?
Well, that's because we haven't seen an airbender in 100 years. We all thought that they were extinct until my two. Found you.
Extinct?
Kiet, this is my Banoi, my grandma.
Kiet? Ủa? Thằng này hả? Nama told me all about you. If the Fire Nation has sent you, we are prepared to take you down at any moment. Tweet, do not put all your hopes into this boy.
Banoi, listen, he's different. I can tell. And ever since Dad and the other men of our village left to fight, I've always wanted to master waterbending, and there's no one to teach me here.
You're a waterbender, Twee?
Well, sort of. I'm in training. Wait, could you teach me waterbending?
Well, one little problem. I'm an airbender, not a waterbender. Isn't there anyone in this village that can teach you?
You're looking at the best one in the village.
This isn't right. A waterbender needs to master water. What about the other villages? Do they have someone who can teach you?
That's a good question, but the other water villages are in other regions of Vietnam, and it's not exactly easy to travel back and forth. Besides, there hasn't been contact between the Hoang Kim Lake tribe and the Halong Bay water tribe for centuries.
You forget, as an airbender, I have a keen sense of direction. I can lead you to any of the other water tribes. I'm going to find you a waterbending teacher.
Well, I don't know. I've never left home before.
She is not leaving the bay. Tui is needed here to fulfill her duties at home. You can learn waterbending on your own.
But that's not fair.
Don't guy. Do not argue with me.
Whoa, what's that?
I knew it. He's been lying to us this whole time. Admit it, kid. You're a spy for the Fire Nation.
What do you mean?
Those look like the fire ships that attacked us when I was a little girl.
What? I have friends everywhere, even in the Fire Nation. I haven't seen or heard of any war.
Wait, kid, how long were you in that barrel for?
I don't know. A couple of days, maybe?
More like 100 years.
100 years? Do I look 100 years old to you?
Think about it. The war is 100 years long. You don't know about it because you've been stuck in that barrel the whole time. It's the only explanation that makes sense.
100 years? I can't believe it.
Well, look on the bright side. If there is a bright side.
Well, I did get to meet you.
One, two.
Again.
1, 2.
Gone. Firebending does not come from your muscles. It comes from the breath. The breath flows through your body like energy. Energy that moves past your limbs and through your fan. Now do it again.
This is stupid. No, Roy, I've had enough.
Gone. You're being impatient.
I've been practicing this sequence all day. You think basic firebending will be enough?
Yes, gone. You have to run through these drills. You know that.
The sages tell us that the Avatar has been 100 years old. He's been training and learning all 4 elements for the past century. Something like this isn't going to capture him. You will teach me advanced art.
Rushing will have consequences, Gone.
Listen, I need to succeed. I can't go back home empty-handed.
No,
All right.
you can't.
Whatever.
Twee, you should have never brought Kiet back with us. Now we could all be in danger.
Don't blame Twee. It's my fault.
Mai, Bing Ding,
Banoy,
back away.
please, you're making a mistake.
No, we're keeping our promise to Ba. I'm protecting you from dangers like him.
Kiet is not our enemy.
Kiet, get out of our village now.
Banoy, please, reconsider.
Nam is right. I think it's best if the airbender leaves.
So this is it? You're leaving?
Thank you for taking me in.
Tweet.
Are you happy now? There goes my one chance at becoming a waterbender.
I know you're hiding him. Where is he? See me about this old, master of all elements? I know you're hiding him.
Looking for me?
You're the Avatar?
Sure am.
You're just a child.
So are you?
I've spent my entire life preparing for this encounter. Training, meditating. This is what I have to face? All right, I'm not going easy on you. Look at that.
Wait. If I go with you, will you promise to leave everyone else alone?
Fine, sure. All right, guard, take his staff.
Wait, Kit, you can't leave.
Don't worry, it'll be okay.
Nam, we have to go after them. Kit saved us, and now we have to save him.
You're right. Let's go into the boat.
Where do you think you two are going?
Banoy?
You'll need these. It's been so long since I've had hope, my little waterbender, but you've restored it back to life. And you, my brave soldier. Manwa? Manwa, so strong! Be nice to your sister. Giet is the Avatar, and you met him for a reason. Now, your destinies are intertwined.
But what about you? Who's going to take care of the village?
Don't worry, Gong. We'll handle it ourselves. You put the village before you for too long. Now, it's time that you follow your dreams. I'm so proud of you both.
Your Highness, we'll be arriving at the Earth Kingdom shortly.
Good. Tell the other men to dock the ship.
Oh, Jai, we're out of trash. Sand gone. We need to restock. While we're at it, you should rest. You seem so tense, even after capturing the Avatar.
I mean, I guess the battle was a little more anticlimactic than I thought, you know. I've spent my entire life training for this, and he just forfeited. It doesn't feel fair.
Gone. There's no use in regretting the past. You need to move forward.
All right.
Your Highness, we are ready.
Very well. Let's go.
Be careful, Three. We're about to enter the Earth Kingdom. I've heard this place has been run over by the Fire Nation.
You know, we'll be okay, as long as we stay low.
How do we even find Kiet in this place? This place is huge.
I bet he's still on that firebender ship. They couldn't have gotten that far yet. We'll use disguises and sneak on the ship.
Sounds real low-key. How do we even get on board a ship like that?
Nam, are you willing to save Kiet or not?
I am. It's just, our lives are in danger now, more than ever.
Listen, don't worry about that. We're family. You have my back, and I have yours.
No, you're right. Let's go into the village now.
Gee, what was that kid wearing?
I know, right? I've never seen anyone like that before.
Ever since the Fire Nation's occupation, there's been all kinds of weird people coming in and out of the kingdom.
I wonder what they're up to.
Hi. Sorry, we just overheard your conversation. Do you have any idea where that kid with the weird clothes ran off to?
Look, I'll tell you that information, but I'll need some money in return. What do you say?
No thanks. Come on, Three. Let's get out of here.
Wait, Nam? Tui?
Kiet?
Listen, there's no time. The firebenders can be back at any moment. We gotta go now.
Right. Everyone on board.
You lie. Who are you?
Wait, hold on. We're just travelers.
Why should I trust you? You might be affiliated with the Fire Nation.
No, please. We come in peace. You can search our bags if you want.
I intended to do so anyway. Keep an eye on them. So, where are you headed?
First you pat us down, now you interrogate us? What gives you the right to...
Calm down. Sorry for my idiot brother.
It's all right. I apologize. It's just, ever since the war engulfed our tiny island, we've been on edge. My name is Suwon, and we are the Jade Warriors.
You mean like the Avatar? Nyok?
Yeah, I'm surprised you know who that is.
Well, I'm the Avatar.
Kid, you can't just go around
Are you
telling people
serious? The Avatar's been missing for a century now. I thought the cycle had been broken.
I really am the Avatar. Look.
Unbelievable. It really is true.
Listen, Kiet's being hunted down by the Fire Nation. We need to find him a waterbending teacher so that he can learn. Are you going to let us through or not?
All right, but young man.
Nam?
Nam. In order to be a true warrior, you need to learn the value of respect.
Oh, yeah? You know, you're a lot stronger than I thought.
All Jade Warriors undergo the same intense training. You know, you could benefit from some of the same intense training before facing off with the Fire Nation.
It would be an honor.
Who's the new guy? He's kind of cute. No fair. I saw him first.
I want to be my fighting partner.
Ladies, back to your training.
Uncle? Uncle? Where are you? We land in the Earth Kingdom, and I turn around for 2 minutes, and he goes off and gets lost. Where could he be?
Your Highness, the Avatar has escaped.
Your Highness, there's new intel that General Chi has been captured by the rebels.
Your Highness, Princess Quinn has an important message.
Oh my god, this day couldn't get any worse. Guard, what's Quinn's message?
Oh, Vinny. Father is ordering you and Uncle Tree to return to the Fire Nation. Immediately. He's rightfully impatient with how little progress you've made. You got that? He might even pardon you if you get down on your knees and apologize. Maybe we could all be one big family again, just like back then. Don't keep us waiting too long, or you might miss the moment I become Fire Lord.
Your Highness, orders?
Quinn always loved playing her stupid little games, but I won't answer her tune this time. Say, oh, check that corner. Uncle, are you okay?
My nephew, Prince Vin. I'm fine.
You sure?
Have a cup of cha.
What just happened?
Those attacks that they had on me, they barely even scratched me. Don't worry. And besides, I heard your sister's message. My brother wants me back in the Fire Nation.
Your Highness, the Avatar has been spotted headed towards Huan Kim Lake.
Well, we don't have to listen to my brother's orders immediately.
Yeah,
Great things take time, Gon. What's your next plan of action?
we're going after the Avatar.
About time you showed up. Wow, seems like you're ready. You know, I guess a true warrior needs to know that a battle is won long before it ends. Your dedication will take you far.
Thank you for everything you've taught. We'll meet again soon.
Nam, Thuy, Giet, I wish you the best of luck against the Fire Nation, because you'll need it. You're always welcome back to the Mekong Delta.
To the Huan Kim Lake tribe.
Nam, wait up. I have something for you. I made it for you as a parting gift to remember me by.
Thank you, Hua. But I don't need a bracelet to remember you by. Yo. Why? God, I was trying to look at you. I was trying to look at you so you can go that.
This is it, the Enchanted Red Bridge. We've traveled all across Vietnam to make it here. Huan Kim Lake, home of the Golden Turtle Master.
Come on, Lee. Let's go find you that water-bending turtle guy.
You there. You wear clothes of the water people. But I've never seen you before. Who are you? Where are you from?
I'm Nam. And this is Sweet. Halong Bay Water Tribe.
Halong Bay, you say? It's been many years I've seen waterbenders from outside the village.
We've come all this way to learn waterbending.
You there. Those clothes you wear, those aren't waterbender clothes. Where are you from?
Oh, I'm Kit. I'm an airbender.
Oh, two waterbenders and airbender. It's been many years I've seen those people. Airbenders, aren't they extinct?
The truth is, Kit is the Avatar. My brother and I found him, and we're on a mission to help him master all 4 elements.
You! There. That necklace. Where'd you get it from?
What are you talking about? This was passed on to me from my Banoi.
No. That was mine.
You knew our grandma?
It was many years ago. We were in an arranged marriage, but then she ran away. I never saw her again. To think she's alive after all this time.
That's rough, buddy.
Hey, those earrings. You're the Golden Turtle Master. Can you teach us waterbending?
I'm sorry, Thuy. According to tradition, only men can learn waterbending. If you're interested, you could join our school of waterbending dance. I think once you'll see the answers, you'll understand. The answers.
Was very impressive. But I've always wanted to learn water bending. My mother was a water bender.
If you're not going to teach Tui, I don't want you to teach me either.
Ain't no way we came all this way just for you to refuse.
I know, but Tui said it herself. This is her dream. This isn't right.
The fate of Vietnam is in your hands. You know what? Just go on. I'll be fine.
You risked your lives for this. You left your homes for this. I can't.
Young man, what will it be?
No wonder why our grandma left you.
Is there anything that'll change your mind?
I'm sorry. This tradition's been set in stone for centuries. Our men pride themselves in their wonderful water bending, while women boast of their wonderful dancing. I cannot.
Come on, guys. Let's go find a waterbending teacher somewhere else. Maybe this golden turtle master guy isn't all what people say he is.
Wait! Tui, I have heard in the Halong Bay that both man and woman can learn waterbending. Show to me that you are worthy. Prove me your skill, and I will think about it. passion. They have movement. Your waterbending shows emotion and power. Reminds me of your grandma, your Banoi. Oh. Back then, you could not learn waterbending. Oh, I understand why she left now. She had a rare talent. I was a fool. These traditions are outdated. Hui, Tui, Kiet, get ready. We can learn waterbending.
What do you think? Wait! Uncle! Are you okay?
Prince Vin, I'm fine. I'm fine. Don't worry.
You're lying. This isn't normal. Wait. Are you sure?
Prince Vin. This is our fault.
Wait, what do you mean?
The Fire Nation, we did this. Throughout this 100-year war, all we've ever done was conquer others. We burned villages. There's no honor in killing the defenseless.
Stop talking. Save your energy. Doctor! Anyone! Someone! Please, save my uncle! Someone! Please! Maybe I should have waited for a better doctor.
You're honestly insulting me?
Anyway, yeah, thanks for saving my uncle. I do question your intentions, though. I mean, we are firebenders, and you're an earthbender. Why'd you help us out?
I've lived in this kingdom a very long time under Fire Nation occupation. You weren't the first firebenders I've ever treated. Besides, in my old age, all I wish to see now is world peace. This war has gone on for far too long already, and we all come from Vietnamese blood. What's the point?
Growing up, my father told me great stories of how the Fire Nation conquered other weaker nations, how we were showing them what it meant to be strong. But I just thought we were doing the rest of the world a favor.
When I was your age, my eyes burned with hatred for the Fire Nation. They took everything away from me. My family, my kingdom, my future.
What changed?
Those Earthbender rebels you hate so much, I was once one of them. After the Fire Nation took over the kingdom, we invaded their palace in the capital. We thought all of them were monsters. But in the aftermath of our rebellion, I saw innocent children become orphans, families separated, homes destroyed. They would become just like me.
There's no way you still hate firebenders, though. I mean, it's not me, right?
That is a difficult question. I still don't have the answer to, even after all these years. I can never forgive the firebenders who took over this kingdom. But that doesn't mean that you or your uncle have to pay for that. How could I hate people who I have never met? The cycle of bloodshed and violence must end eventually.
You know, maybe the Fire Nation was a little wrong, and my father wasn't telling the whole truth, but yeah, I guess after all this time, maybe we were in the wrong. I never really thought to sit back and think about how many people I hurt or how many people I killed, but I guess I'll take on ways of pacifism.
maybe war isn't it for me. No more conquering.
You're welcome.
Surely you saw my impressive army? Unless you want to suffer the same humiliation your ancestors did 100 years ago, I highly suggest complying with my orders.
Look, anything but that. What do you want from the Earth Kingdom?
Listen up. My father, the Fire Lord, has ordered my brother Vin and my uncle Tree to return to the Fire Nation immediately.
The Fire Lord himself? Well, just please be sparing, okay?
It's such a pity to continue watching my failure of a brother continue struggling like this. I'll prove to my father that I deserve the throne. We're taking him back by force.
That's fine, okay? Just don't hurt me.
Some of my spies have told me that my brother and my uncle have been spotted here in your kingdom. So has the Avatar.
Okay, look, I'll send people to find them, okay? Just I'll do what you want. Just don't hurt me.
Taking over with fear? Look at how terrified he is.
It's been a long time since we last saw Vin, hasn't it?
Shut up, Mai. We'll set up here in the capital. Lay low. We'll blindside them when they least expect it. You don't have a problem with that, do you?
No, I don't. Just make yourselves at home.
I'm not built to be a waterbender. I never asked to be the Avatar. Why is it my fate to save all of Vietnam? I can't do this.
Calm down, my young Kiet. Water moves in every which way and flows in every which direction. In a river, water goes where it needs to go. It doesn't need a path. In order for you, my young Avatar, to master airbending, waterbending, you must first learn acceptance and patience. You must trust yourself to follow through and make the right choices.
Listen, Kiet, you're the most worthy person I know for the role of the Avatar. You can do this. Just trust yourself and take your time as you move through the motions.
I did it. I can't believe it. I'm goated. Cảm ơn ông. Cảm ơn Thuy.
Young love. Oh. Remember, this is the start of a long journey. The tortoise always beats the hare.
All right, everyone. So that is our first act of tonight's performance, and we'll be taking an intermission all the way till 8:15, which is in about 10 minutes. Thank you.
Khi em mong nhỏ lại, mình cùng làm trẻ con, để những chuyện khởi dài hôm qua từng chừng teo lại tỉ hon, nhưng không sao anh ơi.
Hi, everyone. We hope that you have been enjoying this show so far. Right now it's 8:15, so please get acquainted as soon as you can, and we'll start with Act 2 of the show. Thank you.
Về thôn xưa ta hát khúc hoan ca, ngọt hương lúa tình quê thêm đậm đà, rào rạt bao niềm thương trong mái lá.
Bờ dâu xanh cô gái hát êm êm, tầm mai chín đuôi em dâng mẹ hiền, lòng già thêm hơi ấm khi chiều lên. quên chân bên nhánh lúa.
Vầng trăng nghiêng soi mái tóc em thơ, vài cô gái nhắc to vui chuyện trò, đường về thôn niềm vui dâng đầy đó.
Có những chiều hôm trời nghiêng nắng sẽ đầu non.
Nắng xuống làng thôn làm cho đôi má em thêm son.
Lúa đã lên bồng, mắt già tươi sáng thôi chờ mong. Tiếng hò cô lái bên cửu long, mơ rằng mai lúa lên đầy bông.
What a performance! There's no better way to start the weekly underground tournament. I hear the competition is fiercer than ever before. Who will win this week's cash prize? Without further ado, let's get started.
You really think a strong earthbender's gonna show up around here?
There has to be. This is a tournament we're talking about.
This place seems kind of sketchy.
I didn't know.
First up, we have one of our most powerful regulars, Tan. Is there anyone willing to challenge her? You there. You're a fresh face. Want to test your luck?
Me?
And what's your name?
Kid.
For our first matchup, we'll have Tan versus Kia. How will this matchup end? Place your bets, and without further ado, let's get started.
Come back!
Wow, you're good.
See? I told you.
Say, in all my time fighting in these tournaments, I've never met anybody that fights like you. I can tell you're special. How would you like to become my sparring partner? I joined these competitions to find somebody strong enough to fight against me. Obviously, no one's as good as I am. But I've been bored out of my mind before you showed up.
Really? Well, see, the thing is, I came here to find an earthbending teacher. Can you teach me?
Teach? I've never really taught anyone before. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Please, I need to learn.
Yeah, he's the Avatar.
Well, 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 the Avatar, huh? I was a born natural. Can you keep up?
Well, I guess I have no other option.
Please, she's not even that good. Maybe we can find him a real teacher?
Somebody sure sounds jealous.
Whatever.
Look, it's a photo of us as children.
Look.
Look, it's Finn. We look so happy.
Inform the troops. We are invading the Earth Kingdom. I want every single rebel rooted out and thrown into prison.
Are you sure about this, Quinn?
Ordering an invasion while we control their kingdom is cruel.
Loyalty to the throne above all else. That is my duty, my purpose. Shouldn't you both know that? Don't you want to be by my side when I become Fire Lord?
Do you remember, Quinn? When we were younger, we would play in the palace gardens, imagining ourselves as heroes on a grand adventure.
Yes, and you always led the way, Quinn. Fearless and determined as you are now.
My home. We were children back then. We're older now. We have responsibilities, duties that must be fulfilled. Maybe you both should grow up.
Come on, Kiet. Don't be so weak. You've got to be tougher than that.
I'm stronger than a stupid piece of dirt. You hear that? I'm stronger than you. I won't let you stand in my way.
Strength isn't just about muscle, Twinkle Toes. It's about what's on the inside. What are you fighting for?
Well, when I discovered I was going to be born as the next Avatar in the Year of the Dragon, I wanted to run away from everything. But when I was in that barrel, my wish came true. The Fire Nation took my family, friends, even my nation from me. I got to do it for them.
That's right. Toughen your mind.
Tan, I ran away when everyone needed me most.
Kiet, it's not your fault. You were just a child faced with a mighty burden. It's better late than never, right?
Yeah, I got to make things right, even if it's the last thing I do.
Come on, Kiet. Channel your steeled mind into your bending. Are you just going to lose to this piece of rubble? It's moving!
Finally, I did it!
Your loved ones may be gone, but their memory lives on in you. And with your earthbending skills, you can honor them by fighting for a better world.
Done. And you three, we need to talk.
What's going on?
The truth is, we organize these tournaments to look for talent, strong fighters. We need manpower.
What are you talking about?
We're following
I
in
told
numbers.
you this place was sketchy.
I didn't know.
We're following in numbers. I don't know how much longer we can keep this going on.
Whoa. Just explain everything from the beginning.
We're the rebellion. We've been making moves to get those pesky firebenders out of our nation. But the Earth Royals want us gone. They're fine with letting the Fire Nation walk all over us.
That's
Illegal? We know. But we can't keep living like this. Those firebenders think they can come into our home and rule it how they want.
Kiet, we should totally join them.
I don't know about this one, Tan. I'm not really one for violence.
So, what's going on now?
We just captured a general of the Fire Nation, but our men who were watching over them suddenly got injured. So we're looking for new talent.
Wait, and why should we help you?
We have intel on the Fire Nation, their weaknesses, their next move, a whole bunch of information. But we don't have anyone else we can turn to for help.
We should help them, Kiet. If we can learn more about the enemy, we can create a plan.
Well, then you'd be putting Kiet at risk.
All of us are already at risk. You might as well get something useful out of it.
Nam, you're right. But on one condition.
Anything.
Minimize the violence. I don't want to cause any more harm than necessary.
So that settles it. With your earthbending, now we have some target practice, too.
We can do that. But now let's talk business. Our sources are telling us that the Fire Nation is planning on stomping out the entire rebellion with some of their strongest soldiers by capturing our capital. On our end, some of us are injured, others captured. We need a course of action.
The best thing we can do is attack them before they attack us first, right?
Well, that's easier said than done.
We can head to the capital for reinforcements.
Sealed off. No one's getting in or out. Believe me, we've tried.
Actually, my parents live there. They'd be able to help us out. I'm sure of it.
To the capital!
So, Uncle, we have enough tea for the rest of the day?
I think so, Prince Vin. Man, and I have to say, ever since I recovered from my injuries and we settled down here in the Earth Kingdom, you've really grown. What happened?
You know, that kind doctor, they're a victim to our people's attacks, but I guess I never really thought about what we did in the past, and I kind of want to be a pacifist now.
Gone. We can't keep thinking about the past. You can't change it, but you can create your future.
I see.
No matter. Looks like we have a new customer approaching.
Is this the new place everyone's been talking about?
It is. Come in.
Wait a minute. I haven't seen you two before. Are you two new around here?
No, why would you think that?
At a closer look. Ah! You're firebenders! You're welcome in our kingdom! Scram!
You know, the prince has been acting really different lately. He's changed.
I should have stayed in the nation with the princess.
To be directly disobeying her orders. I wonder if we could get a promotion for bringing him back to His Majesty ourselves.
I'm so tired. Who knew earthbending was so hard?
You can't stop now. You're destined for greatness. Those are just the basics.
Man, being the Avatar sure must be tough.
Wait, Tan, where are your parents?
About that, we had a bit of a falling out a while ago, but I'm sure they've forgiven me by now.
Now you tell us? What if they don't? Then our whole plan falls apart.
Listen, I'm sure they'll understand once we explain the situation with Kiet to them.
So look who decided to come home.
Dad, Kiet needs your help.
You've been away for who knows how long, and the first thing you do when you come home is ask for a favor?
Please, the future of the kingdom depends on this.
That's quite enough. Do you know how worried I've been? Do you?
Pardon me, sir. I'm Kiet, an airbender.
Is this a joke?
No, I'm serious. And Tinus too. I'm the Avatar. I was reincarnated for this, to save the world. And I need your help.
Let me make it clear right now. My utmost priority is ensuring my daughter's safety. I won't let her run around with you guys when she's perfectly safe here in the capital with me.
Dad, I'm grown enough to make my own decisions.
That's quite enough. You be quiet, you foolish daughter.
Listen to her. Our dad left us to fight in the war when we were little. We would do anything to see him again.
Yeah, and where is your dad now? Don't you see how hard war is?
You take that back. Our father is a respectable old man. You're nothing more than a coward.
I want nothing more to spend time with my daughter.
You're being selfish, Dad. Open your eyes. The people of the Earth Kingdom have been suffering since the Fire Nation took over. You've been stuck in this cozy little bubble all this time. Have you even talked to the locals?
What are you talking about?
The Fire Nation? The Fire Nation, they plan to invade the kingdom again, to curb the rebels. And we need manpower to stop them.
Oh, I had no idea. Very well. I will inform the king.
There's no need for that. I've heard it all.
And you must be...
The ruler of the Earth Kingdom, yes. You've done well making it this far, Avatar.
But you're too late.
How could you?
What's going on?
You see, I was guaranteed my safety if I comply with the Fire Nation. And so I did. It isn't so bad.
And you call yourself a king. How embarrassing. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Now, there's no need for all that. Your job is done here. You may go.
Damn it! Babe, Noi, on cabbage business, what will we do?
No! Anything but our cabbages.
Move! Firebender B, dispose of Firebender C. So, you're the so-called Avatar that everyone's been talking about. What a joke. This is who you've been struggling to capture, Vin?
Ever since I've been banished, you think you're hot stuff, huh?
As if everybody knows that I've been the rightful heir to the throne since I was born. And the hotter sibling, too. It's okay, you can laugh. It was funny. Have I also mentioned that I'm kind and benevolent as well? I'll give you one chance to redeem yourself, Vin. Mai, unhand him.
Vin, be careful.
Shut up, Mai. Try anything funny, Vin, and I'll stop you myself.
I did it! I defeated the Avatar!
So, what a surprise. I guess you did have it in you after all. I guess I can see why Father kept a useful dog like you around for so long. We're going back to the Fire Nation.
Not too bad, son. You actually managed to do it. I hereby lift your banishment.
Listen up, Vin. Father may have accepted you, but just know, I still haven't. You know you could have never captured the Avatar without my help. Just remember, honor means nothing if you're still weak.
My nephew, Prince Vin, that was amazing. You did it. How do you feel?
It feels strange. Seeing my sister with everything that I never got from my father, she had it all. And I don't know, I feel like empty, you know? I tried so hard and I finally accomplished it, but having my honor restored, it doesn't feel right. Like, there's nothing left for me to do.
Gone. You've been through so much. I know in my heart you'll make the right decision. Do you know what makes you happy?
I don't know what's right or wrong anymore.
Gone. Let me make you a glass of dra. We have so much to talk about.
Father, we need to talk.
What's this all of a sudden, son?
You know, ever since I got back to the Fire Nation, my uncle told me something that I don't want to believe. He told me that, well, there's rumors about my mom.
Oh, her? She was very useful to me. Back then, I married her because she was the descendant of the Avatar. With my status and her genes, we could have ruled the world.
How could you say that about her?
You're just like her. I can see where you got your weakness from.
Don't you dare talk about her like that.
After she gave birth to you and your sister, I would have let her be, but she kept interfering with my plans. You see, when you two were young, I did everything I could to train you guys, so that once I ruled the world, I would have someone reliable to watch over the Fire Nation.
Where is she now?
Are you fucking stupid? I got rid of her. Is that what you wanted to hear? And you look just like her. You may have captured the Avatar, but you'll never be Fire Lord. Quinn will be my successor.
After all this time, you used me. Do you even think of me as your son?
I only value strength, and you seem to be really pathetic right now. Get out! In a bit longer, Vietnam is going to be all mine.
Well, I keep these. Is this the jailbreak?
What happened? Where am I?
It's funny how we meet again like this.
It's you.
Yeah, I'm Vin.
Are we actually in the Fire Nation this time?
Yeah, you're not getting away this time. I finally captured you after all these years.
You don't seem very happy about it, though.
Well, it's a long story. I just had a little argument with my dad. Very minor, though. Anyways, I'll skip the small details. What matters is you could be executed at any moment, don't you think?
Seriously?
But
Whoa. I gotta get out of here.
I am willing to get you out of here.
Well, I have nothing to offer.
I don't need anything. I just want to break you out of here because I'm sorry.
For what?
For the Fire Nation's attacks on your people. You're the last airbender.
Well, that wasn't your fault. You're just a teenager.
How could you not hate me or the Fire Nation?
Well, even if I hated you, it wouldn't bring back all of the dead.
You're just like that kind doctor.
So, what's the plan now?
Back in the Earth Kingdom, you and your allies had a strategy, right? To meet up here?
Yeah, but none of us have ever actually been in the Fire Nation before.
No worries. That's where they come in.
You two? Weren't you at the battle with the princess?
You know, Quinn, she wasn't always like this. I just can't support her anymore.
She's right. Quinn's losing it. She went overboard at the Earth Kingdom.
They can help reunite us with your friends.
Leave it to us.
there's one last thing I need before I confront the Fire Lord. I gotta learn firebending. It's the last element.
Well, I'll teach you the best I can, but I'm no expert myself. Follow after me. 1, 2, 1, 2. Wait, what's going on? I thought I had it.
Maybe you're doing something wrong.
What are you talking about? I've been practicing these moves ever since I was a child.
My nephew, Prince Vin, and the Avatar, Avatar Giet. I guess this is the first time we formally meet. Fancy some draft?
I'm good, thanks.
Giet, this is my uncle, Dre. He's a former general in the Fire Nation military.
No need for all the formalities. These days, I'm just enjoying my retirement. But by the look of things, you guys seem to be struggling.
What am I doing wrong?
I told you all the time, my nephew. You need to do the basics. Drill them. You skip them all the time, and now look. Now, try it again.
All right. 1, 2.
I see. This is an internal problem. You're not putting your mind into it. You need to concentrate.
I am concentrating.
No, you're hesitant. Now, look deep inside you, find your drive, and find that source of power.
Can you just tell me how to do that, Ongya?
No, my young avatar, I can't. But I know that as an airbender, you must have learned to control your emotions and calm your thoughts before airbending. Now, go back to your roots. Find that source of power and find that passion.
I've spent all this time mastering all the elements, but firebending just doesn't make sense. Maybe the answer lies within myself, within the spirit world. Great dragon spirit, I come seeking your guidance. Show me the true nature of firebending and how it can be wielded with compassion and purpose.
Young Avatar, you seek to harness the power of fire, yet you struggle to grasp its essence. Fire is not merely destruction and chaos. It is the embodiment of passion, of fervent desire and unwavering determination.
Passion!
Yes, Avatar Kiet. Your passion for helping others and for bringing balance to the world can be a source of great strength. Allow your compassion to fuel the flames within you, and you will find that firebending comes not from anger or aggression, but from a place of inner harmony and purpose. Let your spirit touch others.
All right. Follow after me. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God, that was amazing. Avatar Kiet, my nephew, how did you do it?
Well, after thinking about what you said, I realized that in the past, my firebending was just based on destruction and anger, and now I want to use fire to create. I want to create a new Fire Nation, one that's free from destruction. My father, he's no ruler. All he does is destroy other nations and deceive the civilians.
Fire isn't about destruction. It's about passion. Fire is to protect and uplift others. Firebending can be wielded for a greater good. I'm going to defeat the Fire Lord, and Vietnam will not face the same fate as my people.
Indeed. Now, never forget that. Avatar Kiet, I think you're ready to defeat my brother. Go, both of you. Meet with the allies. I'll stay back, create an opportunity for all of you. And my nephew, Prince Vin, I'm so proud of you.
All right.
Look, there they are.
Kiet, I was so worried about you. Are you okay?
I'm fine. It's you I'm worried about. Have they hurt you?
Actually, we're fine. Vin's uncle has been taking care of us.
Wait, Kiet, how are you feeling?
Well, I'm a little nervous. I was reincarnated for this moment now.
Don't worry, Kiet. Just hi-ya and pew, pew, pew. Your way to victory.
You've mastered all 4 elements now, Kiet. Nobody stands a chance against you. I mean, except me, of course.
Come on, Kiet. Let's create the future that we want.
Well, well, well. Look who decided to betray the Fire Nation. You know, Vin, I thought you were a little smarter than this. You, of all people, should know that as the next Fire Lord, my word is basically law.
This nation is a lie. It's a sham.
You two, what do you think you're doing? Get over here.
No, stop. This isn't who you are.
What do you know about that?
You're in the wrong here, Quinn.
Shut up, Mai. All everyone wants to do is make my job harder. Isn't that right? Well, I'll make sure that you all regret ever betraying the Fire Nation.
Then how about this? I challenge you in a duel for the position of Fire Lord. We can settle things right here and right now.
You always were an idiot, Vin.
Vin, be careful. She trains for longer and harder.
Shut up, Mai. Whose side are you on anyway?
I'll change Vietnam with my own 2 hands. Get ready. I'm not the same person who I used to be.
Curse you, Vin. I'll curse you until I die. You always were Mom's favorite. You had it easy. You have no idea how hard it's been for me. Growing up with so many expectations from Father. To sacrifice everything for the throne. All that to be betrayed by those closest to me.
What are you talking about? Growing up, Father always told me that you were born lucky and that I was lucky to be born. Father values strength above all else. And once you couldn't serve your purpose, he didn't see any value in you anymore.
That is not true. Stop gaslighting me.
Quinn, you never cared about us. Even though we grew up together, you always treated us as your loyal servants.
That's not true.
Open your eyes, Quinn. Friends don't manipulate each other. You use fear instead of trust to keep us close.
You used us to make yourself feel better.
You guys just don't understand. Ugh, there's no point. Just leave me alone. Go away.
You've always disappointed me, Quinn.
No, Father, please. I'm supposed to be the next Fire Lord.
You can't even defeat your pathetic brother. You'll never be Fire Lord.
Please, give me another chance. I'll do it right, I promise.
I'm done giving everyone second chances. I'm gonna do this shit by myself. Get out! Finally, we meet, Avatar. You're the last obstacle before Vietnam is all mine. Mwahahaha!
We just stay on.
What's going on? Didn't Kit master all the elements?
He did, but is it not enough?
Is it because of...
He's too kind. It's just his nature.
No, look at the sun. It's midday. My father's firebending is the strongest it's ever been.
My purpose. I'm gonna defeat you.
You may have mastered the 4 elements, but you'll never beat me. I have decades of combat experience.
Kids, you can do this. Avenge the air nomads. Do it for everyone you've met.
That's right. You're going down.
Hear this! I was going through the National Archives.
Uncle, we don't have time. Hurry up.
Today is the first day of the Year of the Dragon. With the Vietnamese zodiac on your side, the Avatar can surpass any natural firebender. Now harness the power of the previous avatars and defeat my brother.
No, how could this be? Curse you! End me already!
No, I'm not like you.
No, what did you do?
If all you're gonna do is hurt others, you've lost the right to bend elements.
No! Please just kill me already!
You did it!
The war is finally over. We can finally rest now.
Not exactly. There's a lot of things we'll need to fix first.
But now you've taken down my father. Vietnam and all the Fire Nation can enter a new era of peace. Crown. Take these. No. Everyone on. Yes.
Vin? Oh, I mean, Your Majesty.
Vin is fine.
So, Fire Lord, huh? I mean, even in an era of peace, you still have plenty to do.
That may be true, but, you know, it's going to be a long time before we get to see each other again.
You're right. It's only been a couple months, and Nam's chief of the Ha Long Bay Water Tribe, and I hear he's got a thing for Hua from the Jade Warriors.
You're doing so great, my little warrior. I'm sure your parents are proud of you.
And Tan, she's an earthbending teacher back at home now. I guess after teaching me, she realized she really had a knack for it.
Again, keep your core tight and fists closed. I don't want to see any loose movements.
You know, Uncle Tree, after his retirement, he's decided to take his tea brand globally.
Dry sun, get your dry sun here, fresh and homemade.
Anyways, Haum, she's become a famous entertainer. A TikToker, you call them? Anyways, Mai's going all over Vietnam and helping the civilians who are affected by the war. And I finally got my sister the therapy that she needs.
Ugh, why am I even here? I'm a victim, I swear. Where do I even begin? My father, he murdered my mother. He tried to take over the nation. Ugh, this is such a waste of time.
What about Thuy?
Hello.
Oh. Thuy and I are revitalizing airbending through the highlands of Vietnam. We're training the next generation of airbenders.
Người từ là từ phương Bắc đã qua dòng sông sông dài tìm đến phương này một nhà thân ái. Tình Bắc duyệt Nam là xuyên, tình chung muôn đời ta đắp xây. Gặp nàng, nàng là thôn nữ, mắt duyên cười say, môi hồng, tình ngát đôi lòng, mong vang chung bóng. Ơi, mạch đất dâng hương là hương, cần lao chung đời vai sát vai. Bàn tay thương yêu nhau rồi, ngô khoai hai mùa nhát một niềm vui, chung vui cho thơm hương đời lúa vàng tình ơi. Ngày mai hạnh phúc nơi nơi reo cười, quê hương thôi đau dẫu em sông núi cách chia, ta đem yêu thương về cho phương Bắc. Tìm về mảnh vườn hoa thắm, hái bông tầm xuân trao nàng, lời hát ân tình hồng hồng đôi má. Đời sống yên vui là vui, dìu nhau đi vào chung bóng mơ.
Water, earth, fire, air. Long ago, Vietnam used to live together in peace until one day the Fire Nation attacked and then everything changed. Only the Avatar, master of all 4 elements, could stop them. But when Vietnam needed him most, he vanished. 100 years later, my brother Nam and I found the new Avatar, an airbender born in the year of the dragon. Although his airbending skills were great, he had a lot to learn before he was ready to save anyone. But with the help of his friends, Kiet defeated the Fire Lord Quan and ended the 100-Year War. Then Quan's son became the new Fire Lord, and with allies all over, Vinh and Kiet promised to return Vietnam to harmony.
tung bay cánh em đón Tết bao người vui chúc mừng nụ tầm xuân đêm bông xanh biếc đón Tết sang rộn ràng lênh láng kẻ nào phai đông đưa trong gió bánh Tết xưa hành bên bếp lò từng nhìn mái thơm mưa rực rỡ bao điều may ùa về như mơ phát xin chúc tình yêu tuyệt vời mang Tết theo về cùng mọi người Tết vui hồn nhiên cười tươi lòng bình yên chúc Tết an vui
This marks the end of the year's culture show. We want to thank the entire VSA e-board, our talented guests, Brown Lion Dance and Moli East Asian Dance, and our lovely culture committees who have worked so hard to bring the show to life. Actors, dancers, logistics, publicity, finance, set design, stage managing, please come up onto the stage, which they already are on.
We also want to give a huge thank you to our friend Louis from Media Services and Caroline in the back for doing our lighting, sound, and backdrops for the show. Additional thanks to SAO, ESS, and DPS. You guys work so hard to make the student events of campus run so smoothly and safely, and we cannot thank you enough.
Thank you to East Asian Studies and the Center of Language Studies for your generosity. All of you for coming to see our show this year. To our friends, family, faculty, and VSA alum in the crowd, we love you and are so glad to see your faces out there. Again, my name is Katrina.
And my name is Brian.
And we'll see you next year at the 2025 VSA Culture Show next year.
Chúc Tết an nhiên mọi nơi, quên hết âu lo cuộc đời. Tâm hồn rộn ràng phơi phới, duyên tình vẹn nguyên như mới. Xuân về bên nhau, Tết Tết tươi vui.
And let's get one final round of applause for this year's Culture Chair.
Thêm vai lòng xanh như lá, gia đình đoàn viên vui quá, khắp miền quê hương Tết này rộn ràng. Tâm hồn